You're watching Mets Weekly.
Coming up on Mets Weekly, presented by FlatRate Moving.
I've never been inside nor worked in a basement this much in my life.
SNY like you've never seen before.
Does that work for you?
We take you inside the world of Mets pre- and post-game live with Chris Carlin and Bob Ojeda.
It's really a strong group of people that puts the show together every day.
Plus, the unbelievable story of determination by Met outfielder Jesus Feliciano.
Feliciano around second. He's going to try for three. No relay throw. A triple for Jesus Feliciano.
As well as the friendly competition he has going on off the field with one of his Met teammates.
In front of the cameras and in front of all New York, I'm the champ.
And if Mr. Met could talk, what would he say?
I think Mr. Met would probably look in the mirror and go, "Oh my God, my head's a baseball!"
By fans, for fans, this is Mets Weekly. Welcome to Mets Weekly, presented by FlatRate Moving. I'm Julie Alexandria. Throughout the season, we've interviewed Mets players as well as coaches, hoping to provide Met fans with insight they might not normally get anywhere else. But this week, we're going to try to give you something a little bit different. A rare behind-the-scenes look at some of the guys who cover the Mets. Chris Carlin and Bob Ojeda are currently in their second season doing Mets pre- and post-game on SNY. The duo provides Met fans with analysis and perspective on virtually every aspect of the team, on and off the field. But how it all happens may just be the most impressive part.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, right along those lines. You know where I'm going to go with it. It's going to be.
Chris Carlin and Bob Ojeda are the on-air talent for SNY's Mets Subway pregame live, as well as Lincoln Mercury's postgame live. This season alone, they've been a part of nearly 200 shows combined, and they'll be the first to admit that it's a total team effort.
It is as team effort as I've ever been on. You have so many people that you count on, and you have questions, you need video.
It's amazing. You should get together with Bob and our producer Gerard Guilfoyle, and we talk about all the different things that we need to do during the show. And there are so many people involved, and they pull it all together. It's really a strong group of people that puts the show together every day.
And then after you guys are done with that conversation, we're going to toss the bird part and hope kind of get specific.
The great thing about Kevin is that he's inside that locker room. He's with those guys every day of the baseball season. So he brings just a different perspective and the up-close perspective of what's really going on.
A bunch of reporters asked, "Hey, how you doing?" He said, "I'm good, guys." And then he turned to Dan Warden, who was right behind him, and smacked him with a pair of socks with his pitching shoulder and said, ask him. He's the one who took me out.
He gives us the stuff you don't necessarily read anywhere. He gives us a feel of what's going on, and sometimes that's more important than what's what you're reading. What does it feel like, especially in the locker room?
Along with his pre- and post-game duties, Carlin also hosts SNY's Loudmouths with Adam Shine. The show usually airs right before Mets pregame, which could make things a little difficult for Carlin, but he seems to take it all in stride.
It's a challenge, but it's fun because you go from one show where you're being opinionated about something to another show where you're talking about the Mets and kind of leaving most of the opinions to Bob, but at the same time, it's doing something that I've never had the opportunity to do before.
Ojeda, meanwhile, never really envisioned himself as an analyst. The former Met great did some coaching once his career ended, but being on TV never really was a goal he pursued.
If I can tell something to people that they don't know or never thought of, or explain it to them simply to where they understand it, because it is just a simple game, but sometimes a lot of people try to make it more complicated than what it is. So if I can simplify and explain, and you can better enjoy your time watching the game, then I did my job.
The baseball season is a long one, but Carlin and Ojeda certainly enjoy what they're doing. When we come back, we sit down with Jesus Feliciano, who shares his amazing story of perseverance, as well as the teammate who's had the biggest impact on his career.
Last year, he told me about not quitting and give myself a couple more years because I was going to have my chance. So look at where I am. I'm here.
Plus, we take a look back at one of the greatest moments of recent Mets history and how it changed one former Mets life forever.
I remember being at the plate and thinking that you're never going to get a bigger moment than this. I remember all those feelings.